Here we have two non-standard sentences constructed from word set 12. And the first one is, I did my possible best. The second one is, I did my best possible. Take note that these two expressions are non-standard. And we are going to be discussing their analysis. Before we begin, we have something in blue here. It says, possible best is not sequential for these two words. So these two words, whenever they are used together, they don't come as possible best. However, we have here that best possible are sequential, but not usable in this context of doing your best. Let's now begin to look at the details of what I just said. Error type. The error type with these expressions can be classified as semantic or lexical. So we can say that these expressions have semantic error or a lexical error. Now let's go into detailed analysis. I did my possible best. We are saying that this expression is not sequential, so we are just going to forget about it. Not sequential, like I explained before, in the sense that whenever possible and best are coming together in an expression, possible doesn't come before best. So it is best that comes before possible. So we're just going to do away with that first one. Then, if we are going to do away with that first one, it's going to be on semantic ground. In other words, we are going to do away with the expression because the words are poorly organized or poorly arranged. So on that ground, we can do away with the first one. Then coming to the second one, I did my best possible. This is beautiful. Not that it is a standard expression, but because the words best and possible coming together in an expression are in a good sequence. Because the words best and possible coming together are in their right sequence. So that is why in blue we have sequential but not usable in this context. As far as I can say, the conflict with this very expression lies in the fact that people are easily confused with the use of best in this context. You know, because best, we know best to be an adjective, good, better, best. So anywhere you see best, you're going to begin to think of what? Things like an adjective. So anywhere you see best in an expression, you're going to begin to suspect that it must be an adjective. But mind you, in this context, best is not an adjective. Now, the problem that everyday people have with this expression is because best is known as an adjective. But they do not realize that when a pronominal, man, that is adjectival pronoun, is standing before an adjective, the adjective is no longer functioning as an adjective. The function will change to that of a noun. In other words, best in this expression is a noun. So you cannot use a noun and add an adjective to the back of it. Like we have something here. Okay, we have said that the standard usage of this construction is supposed to be something like I did my best, simple and as simple as that. Now, what are the grammar tips? We are already discussing the grammar tips. Look at the first tip that we have here written on the board. Best is used as a noun, just like I was explaining here. Best is used as a noun. They say that best here is being used as a noun. And if it is being used as a noun, it cannot be followed by possible because possible is an adjective. Although the two words are adjective, they are both adjectives. But because pronominal, that is adjectival pronoun, is now standing before one of them, this one is no longer an adjective but serving as a noun. Take note that this word best can be used as a noun, can be used as an adjective, it can be used as a verb. I can say something like, I'm going to best you during your wedding. That is, I'm going to be your best man, so I will best you. So in that context, it's being used as a verb. But if I say my best, this is my best, like my house, try to understand that anytime a pronominal is standing before a word, that word is a noun. So if I say my house, my best, so you can see that best is a noun. Okay, let's say something like I built my house possible. Yes, that is I did my best possible. Just look at my best possible. My house possible. My is pronominal, best now, like I explained, is a noun. So house. I built my house possible. What kind of expression is that? So it's unthinkable. If you look at the second one, I try to again look for another expression to really help you to understand what I'm trying to explain here. I built my house beautiful. Yes, man is mine and house is best. That is, anytime man is standing before any word is a noun. So my best, my house, beautiful, beautiful, possible, beautiful. So both words are adjectives. I built my house beautiful. So what kind of construction is that? That is why this expression is wrong in English. You don't say I did my best possible. It is a wrong construction because adjective cannot be used at the back of a noun. Adjective cannot be used to follow a noun in an expression. Like you can't say, I built my house beautiful. So the simple thing that you can say is, I did my best. Then I have additional grammar tip here that's going to help us when we get to word set 13. That is, in our word set 13, this tip is going to help us there. It says, best possible is a usable sequence. I think I've explained that time and again in this analysis. So best possible is a usable sequence, whereas possible best is not the usual way that these two words normally come together in English. One thing you must understand about English is that words have their proper way of coming together. Words have a proper way of joining them together to speak in English. That is why we have structure. If it were not so, then there would be nothing like structure in English. So whenever we are talking about lexis words, then we talk about structure, how to bring them together. These words are special words, in quotes, special in quotes, because anytime they are coming together, they must come together in their proper sequence. And that proper sequence is for best to come before possible, not possible coming before best. I can explain that again and again because I know this expression is causing a lot of conflict in everyday English. So today, I hope you have fully understood why this expression cannot go as I did my best possible. So possible is not necessary there, just like you cannot say I built my house beautiful. So that's the reason. Like I'm trying to explain to us in our analysis, best possible is a usable sequence, both as adjective to modify a noun. We're going to be discussing that when we get to word set 13. So let's move forward to word set 13 immediately.